What's up YouTube, Barcode here. Today I'm bringing you another DHC video. This video is going to be my giveaway video. Thank you for all your support. I have reached 1,000 subs, so I am giving away a $30 gift card to either Google Play or iTunes, whatever your choice is. So please just make sure you subscribe, comment below, like the video, and I will pick a winner within the next 48 hours. I'll give you guys some time to be able to do that and comment and sub and even sub for new people. Today's video is going to be a battle of the healers. So I'm going to start a new series pretty much called General Chat Rumors, and this will be the first video series to that. And it's pretty much on the discussion of who the best healer is. Whether it's Water Crystal Priest, if it's the Boon Sisters, if it's the Dryads. I've tested pretty much all of the basic, either based on ally HP, based on caster HP, based off of attack and attack speed. And I've tested them all in the last 2 days. So I have tested all of these types of healing in about 100 runs, and with 3 different leader skills, one being just a neutral resistance leader skill, so base stuff, one with cooldown reduction, and then also another one with HP leader. So each one would benefit different healers to see who would do more healing. This, for instance, I actually am using Fire Boon because I don't have Xenia. And that's just because RNG hates me. Water Crystal Priest, the Dark Dryad, and then the Water Valkyrie. I also use, just in this situation, Forest Crystal Priest because he heals a little bit different than the Water. But Forest is just inferior to Water Crystal Priest in a long period fight. This is just one piece of data. I took a whole bunch of pictures of all of my data. I'm going to show you just a couple of them just to show you the basic gist of it, and then I'm going to grade these healers as I see fit and hopefully help you decide on who the best healer is. So let's get started. I want to start out by noting a couple things about this testing that I did. I did test 100 runs with 3 different leader skills to benefit certain healers, with Fire Boon, Dark Dryad, Water Crystal Priest, and Water Valkyrie. Okay, and I will show you what the skill ups are, what their gear is. They all have room to improve. However, this is just a basis of, common similarities and what potential they have to heal. Okay, so I love this bug where there's different icons for this. Anyway, so you have Water Valkyrie, okay, which is my Fire Boon icon. Currently, she's not max skilled, so not even any skills on her heal. So she has the potential to heal even more, and with the less skill cooldown. So just think about that when you're talking about damage, okay, and healing. I mean, on the healing meters. Her gear is, it's plus 12 5-star runes, speed, attack, okay? So this will benefit her heal because it's based off of attack and attack speed. Next we have Dark Dryad. Her skill ups are at max, so this is pretty much her full potential in the healing meters in the testing. Enter the Fire Boon sister. She also is missing really just one skill up, the skill cooldown. The duration is just for the attack buff. So she does have the plus 15% healing, but she doesn't have that 10% cooldown skill, which would lower that to about 10.5 seconds, something like that, for every heal. But it's based off of her max HP, and literally she's just on triple vital, triple HP, and it's just plus 12 and 4-star runes. So I dealt with the best I could. She has 34.8 thousand HP, so it's just what I could do in the testing that I wanted to do. And then we have Zircon, the Water Crystal Priest. He is max skilled, easy to max skill, which is nice to have. So he has all of the healing bonuses there. He actually doesn't even have 2 pieces of gear here, so he could have healed for more. However, I just didn't put gear on him. I don't use the Crystal Priest, honestly. He is a good healer from over the testing I did, and I will show you that. But yeah, it's just, you know, HP defense, and I'd put HP on the last one for sure, just for more survivability. But he heals based on target's max HP, same with his regenerations based off the max HP of the ally, and he has immunity, but he is max skilled. So let's get to the testing. Okay, so on this first test, it was just a normal synergy leader trait of resistance, so none of the healers actually benefited from that. We have Fire Boon, Water Crystal Priest, Dark Dryad, and then Water Valkyrie for heals, and the Blade Master for just nuking it down. But that's besides the point. We're just testing healers. So I just put about 5 tests just so we can compare them all really quick. So a couple things to note, okay? They're all pretty similar. They're not far off. I mean, really, this is literally like a 2-minute fight with the Blade Master. You know, the Blade Master makes things a lot easier. However, you know, it's a short span, but I did it over 200 runs, and it was pretty consistent. Fire Boon and Dark Dryad kind of went back and forth. The thing with Water Crystal Priest is sometimes when you look at it, he doesn't reach everyone in the raid. It really depends on your team comp. If you have a lot of ranged characters grouped together all the time, then yeah, his numbers can actually jump up higher. Also, same with Dark Dryad, you know, it's just really team comp dependent. If you heal with Fire Boon and put her just in the front line and keep her in the center, she can heal for a lot. However, if you look at Water Valkyrie, you know, she actually didn't heal that bad. It's about half, and that's kind of what you think about a kind of a nuke healer. You know, support type of damage dealer is Water Valkyrie. She's going to bring more damage than a normal healer. As you can see, it's like triple the damage. And as you can see here for Water Crystal Priest too, he doesn't bring a lot of damage, obviously, compared to other champions that you can bring. But she does bring a decent amount of healing. Dark Dryad, as you can see, the utility that she brings is great. Same with Water Valkyrie, your buffs that you bring to the team. You know, Water Crystal Priest is really specifically just a healer, and if you are looking for that, then he could be useful. But with a team comp, you want as many different aspects of a team that you can bring to a team. So is he the best? I don't know. Let's check it out. And here's a different, it's same team comp, different battle. Pretty much the same percentages if you compare the two. It's pretty much the same kind of data. It just really depends on you know, where they sit. On a different match, you know, Dark Dryad actually stepped up, and actually Water Crystal Priest too over the Fire Priest. But Dark Dryad could, you know, could really depends on who needs the heals. Her heal selects a target and puts a radius around that target. The target she chooses heals for double of what everyone else is, but in the radius everyone is getting healed for a certain amount. It's just that her target gets double. So, you know, it's good for someone who needs a lot of heals, you know, like a main tank, and then to heal everyone around them. But yeah, I mean, it just really depends on team comp and where they're sitting. As you see here again, Water Crystal Priest actually stepped up with Fire Boon. Dark Dryad didn't hit so well. I don't know if it's just positioning or whatnot, but I just wanted to show the differences in the data. Again, Fire Boon topped it on this match, and then Water Crystal Priest, Dark Dryad fell behind, and even the Water Valk actually stepped up a little bit and almost matched Dark Dryad on this battle. The next set of data, it was probably about for 35 runs or so, was a skill cooldown. I wanted to test this a little bit more, and I wish I had like Boon Sister, so I could, you know, help with the cooldown time as well. But I don't, unfortunately. I don't get the Boon Sister shards to drop, nor do I summon her, but that's okay. I deal with what I get. So as you can see, I put in Dark Timekeeper just for the cooldown time, so everyone will get that cooldown refresh. And what I'm thinking is, who's going to benefit more from a cooldown reduction over anyone else? The data that I found out was it was a big difference, and even for everyone. Now you have to remember that not everyone has full skill ups. Fire Boon, Water Valkyrie doesn't, but I mean, look at the healing that the Boon Sister provides. She also provides armor break, which I have no accuracy on her, but if she had more, it'd probably have more of an armor break on the enemy. Water Crystal Priest, with that cooldown reduction, seems to do pretty well. Dark Dryad kind of falls off, but as you can see in the data, it really just depends on where they're standing. But I mean, as you can see, here's a different match. Fire Boon, Water Crystal Priest, again about the same thing. Again, same thing percentages wise. But then you see in a different one, Dark Dryad actually healed more than Fire Crystal Boon, and then Water Crystal Priest healed as well. So, you know, in conclusion to all these, and even this one, Dark Dryad out-topped both of them. But a lot of the things that happen in these matches really just depends on the AI for sure. But what we look for a healer is more of like a reliable healer, to make sure that when we're on auto, we want 100% runs, and that's what we want to get to complete, you know, and get gear. So this was the third one. I brought in an HP leader just to see if that would benefit more. You know, if it Fire Boon for her based caster stats, Water Crystal Priest for everyone else, since his is based off of max HP of allies. Same with Dark Dryad. Doesn't benefit the Water Valk, but again, as we see, Water Valk healing as a healer is always going to be last because she brings more damage to the team. She's not necessarily a healer. As you can see, and ignore the Fire Archangels, from what I've seen, Nat 5s are just an extreme benefit to your team. I mean, they double the amount of things that they're able to do in damage and healing just being a Nat 5. I mean, my Fire Archangel hardly has any good gear. I mean, he's got 5-star gear, but you know, it's maybe plus 12. They're not maxed out or anything, but he's a support, does damage off of, you know, HP, and look at the healing and shielding he does. But just we're not really looking at numbers, we're just looking at percentages. So again, Fire Crystal Priest does well, Water Crystal Priest does well. As you can see here, I don't know why. I think it was just because of it's a longer period of time. I don't have a nuke here. The Water Valk actually healed more than Dark Dryad, but it's just something to look at. But that happened actually a couple times to certain healers. It wasn't always the Dark Dryad. As you can see here, Dark Dryad in this team comp actually topped Fire Boon and Water Crystal Priest. And you know, again, same thing. But then back to Fire Boon, and so it's they're all compatible as healers. The main thing that I want to look at about healers is the utility that they bring, the reliability, and even their AI when you're healing. You really, that really puts into effect of who do you want to be your main healer for your Elder Drake or your Steel Widow, and can you use them in both, or do you have to build two different healers for each one. So that's what we're going to look at now. So this is just going to be a quick show of the computer's AI. I know they're fixing Water Crystal Priest's AI. Well, they're quote fixing it, but you know, a lot of the AI doesn't use skills right off of cooldown, and I don't know if that's just the computer AI of, you know, if it's supposed to do that, if it's just supposed to pick a certain skill every second, you know, of all the 5 characters on computer AI or not. But a lot of the characters, not just Water Crystal Priest, they don't use their skills on cooldown. So, you know, they could fix a lot of AIs if that was the case. But what I want to do is I just want to show you and talk about each AI specifically, and I'll kind of slow it down so I can show you, because the numbers of heals really just depends on the team comp, and like I said, and where they're standing, and it's different. It's going to be different in every scenario. So I'm going to actually slow it down. Okay, so Fire Boon. Okay, and when you use Fire Boon, or any Boon sister for that matter, you always want her in the front of the line. Okay, you see how her radius goes all the way out to the edge characters? That'll be the full potential of her heal. Okay, and I'm trying to get it one more time to show you, but her range will actually reach every single champion on your team and heal them. So let me try to actually use it on cooldown. As you can see, reaches every single person on your team. So when you use her, you want to use her in the middle, in the front. Water Crystal Priest is kind of the same thing. When you build him up and get him tanky, as you can see, his AI is not using any skills at all. So I'm gonna, there we go. So it's actually using it now. But you want it to reach everyone. As you can see, the Forest Blade Master didn't get the immunity, didn't get the regen, so he can't, his range in his skills does not reach everyone. So sometimes it really depends on team comp, like I said, but you want to be able to reach that to everyone. I mean, that's where he's getting his skills from. And you see, I mean, he's still not using his regen or his heal. He finally used his heal. So, you know, finally it reaches everyone, but that's because everybody was grouped, so that's good. I want to go through Water Valkyrie real quick and show her her heal. She does great damage. She has a lot of splash damage, AoE damage to get you through the trash mobs. As you can see with the heal, it will reach one person and 2 people depending on if they're in the same vicinity. So it heals herself, then bounces to a target ally and 2 more allies in range. So it'll only hit 4 people at max. So to think about that, where else do you take 4 people? I mean, you take it to arena. Is she good for like a speed nuke team? Maybe. You know, no one has her really built the 6 stars and probably have tested that. Or you could take her in adventure as a farmer. She could probably do that as well. Even on vampire, she'd probably be fine. And then I wanted to talk also about Dark Dryad. So Dark Dryad, wherever she is, down here. There we go. So her heal is kind of, it really depends on your team synergy, your team comp, and where they're standing as well. It's actually, I think a lot of people don't think her radius is big enough, but she does target someone and then it heals everyone around her. As you can see here, that's the circle. It's not the big white one. It's the green little one that goes around a target, which is right now it's over the combo damage. So it's not really healing anyone. But as you can see, it's on a low cooldown. It's only on, like, I think it's 6 seconds, I think. And she's not on adept. So really, I mean, and her AI actually uses her heal whenever anyone is low. So she has a great AI. She removes debuffs from your team when she uses it. So, you know, armor breaks, things like that. See, as you can see, the armor break fell right off of Fire Boon when she stood in the ring. So, you know, I use Dark Dryad on Elder Drake and Steel Widow, and she is my main healer. Sometimes I use Fire Boon. I've been using Fire Boon more in Arena. And then for like Steel Widow, for Stripper, because I have Dark Timekeeper, I use him. But if I didn't have Dark Timekeeper, then maybe I would use Fire Boon, because she does put out great heals, but then I would need a cleanser. So it's just, it always depends on your team comp who your best healer would be. I personally don't like Water Crystal Priest. I mean, I do. Maybe when his AI changes after the patch, but you know, if he doesn't reach my whole team, then what's the point of immunity? If one person dies, that could be a game changer and wasted energy in an auto run. So we talk about healers in chat. What are you thinking? Are you thinking just healers? Because there is not just a healer in this game, it's all supports. Okay, and supports, they tend to bring more to your team than just heals. And this is what my conclusion of who the best healers are. I base it on overall performance. Okay, if you want just a healer, then yeah, maybe you want Water Crystal Priest or something like that. Okay, especially after he fixes his AI buff, when Gabeloff fixes that. If you want a support that actually heals, then you want to think about bringing Dark Dryad, or you want to think about bringing your Boon sisters. Okay, they bring way more on the table than Water Crystal Priest ever would in damage, in utility, and sometimes in heals, depending on where the location of your teammates are. Okay, Water Valkyrie shouldn't really be focused on currently in this early of the game. I think later down the line when we do speed runs and stuff like that, she actually might be useful. And I don't mind building her to 5 stars right now because I use her in 5 vs 5 anyway. So it's just a benefit for me. And I liked testing her. She puts out good damage and decent, okay-ish heals, and a good team buff for the team. So there may be a point in time when I use her, and I needed a water nuker, another water champion. So I built her, and I don't regret doing that. So in my opinion, I think in rank order of support, I would probably classify Dryads and Boon Sisters to be on the top, and then the Crystal Priests, and then the Valkyries. Okay, if you're specifically just talking healer, then Crystal Priest, I would say Boon Sisters, and then Dryad, and then Valkyrie. And obviously, for damage wise, Valkyrie tops all of the healers. Okay, so thanks again for watching the video. I appreciate all your guys' support. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure to get in on this giveaway, $30 gift card. So thanks again. Have a good day. Peace.